Go ahead and say a few
About
things.
five,
Take a level on.
four.
No, it's like, what am I supposed to say?
What's your name?
Dan Smith. I've been here 11 years. I know all the bartenders, including the one before Paul.
What's your favorite drink at the hub?
Well, Tanqueray and tonic.
What do you think of the selection they have here of liquors?
Of liquors is you can order anything you want at the hub, but if it's busy, don't order a complex drink because of the fact that they're too busy to make it. If you order a complex drink, they're too busy. Just think about that.
Why exactly do you come to the hub?
I've been coming to the hub for about 11 years. When I first started coming here, there were people like in orange Buccaneer hats with feathers that were vomiting on the bar, and Tom, the bartender, would not do anything about it. And as it turns out, there are reasons why Tom left. Then Paul came along, so did Michelle and the rest of the folks. And it's become a really nice place to come. However, because of the, how should I put it, the trendy faction that has come into the place, I won't come down here on a Friday or Saturday night, even though if I did, I could get served right away. But it's like, why bother? There's so many people down here. It's like, you people go home, okay?
What is the funniest thing you ever saw at the hub?
The funniest thing I ever saw at the hub was a fight broke out, and there was this like part-time bartender named Steve, and a buddy of mine were sitting like on the far end of the bar. And to make a long story short, which I never do, we watched this bartender beating on some guy at the far end of the bar with a lot of people surrounded around them. And my buddy says, "Hey Dan, there's no guns or knives, so go ahead and like break it up." So I did, and I had this guy against the wall of I had this guy against the wall of the hub, and I saw this fist fly about 4 inches from my face, and it turned out to be the bartender, Steve, and he was beating the hell out of the guy that had bit him.
Who's your favorite bartender?
Favorite bartender, it's got to be Paul and Michelle, both. I can't say there's a distinction. Both of them are invited to my wedding in November. Jim, which is one of the co-owners, is supplying a lot of the booze for my wedding. Michelle is invited, and Paul is bartending for me for free. So it's like, what can I say about any one of them?
What do you do for a living?
I work for General Telephone. I climb telephone poles. I make your telephones work.
Describe your very first trip to the hub.
My very first trip to the hub was like 11 and probably and a half years ago. And a buddy and I, who were out for like new experiences, got tired of buying like $50 worth of wine. That was like 2 bottles, incidentally. We were like into the wine trip, buying very good wine. And I found the hub one day and like came down here when Tom was bartending, who, if you ask Paul or Tom or anybody about the hub, they'll tell you about Tom. And a couple of days later, my buddy Mark and I showed up, and I've been coming here ever since.
If you could change one thing about the hub, what would it be?
I would eradicate the University of Tampa. And you couldn't come into the hub unless you had vomited at least twice.
Have you ever fallen in love at the hub?
Oh yeah, the woman I am marrying November the 2nd, what year is this? 91? 91. Thought you'd like that. We had met at a party and then met later on here, and I am going to marry her because I love her a hell of a lot.
What do you think about the hub jukebox?
The hub jukebox is very cool. I wish I had more 45s to put on it.
What's your favorite song on there right now?
1812 Overture.
Bye.
Why?
Bye. Proceeding. You ever come in during the days?
Oh yeah, quite often because I get out of work. I work in Ybor City, 3rd Avenue and 40th Street.
Is there a difference between the day crowd and the night crowd?
Oh, big time.
How's that?
The night crowd is more boisterous because of the fact that they're a bunch of college boys and college girls and the day crowd is, or should I say, are the real drinkers, the people that come into the hub to get messed up. And it's like you have a few drinks and you leave, and that's about what's all about at the hub.
What's the best day and time to go to the hub?
The best day is like any day during the week, but about anywhere between 4:30, insofar as my unauthorized opinion is concerned, between 4:30 and 9 o'clock. After 9 o'clock is when all the college dweebs and the people that think they're being there to be there are concerned.
The hub's been here since the late 40s. What would you attribute its staying power to?
The courthouse is across the street, and all these lawyers got a drink here.
Any closing thoughts about the hub?
The closing thoughts about the hub: it's a good place. Stay away from it so I can come in anytime I want.
That's it. Pretty painless.